Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Mariah, and in today's video we're going to be giving our build-a-grade island a facelift. We're going to be using these three-dimensional louvered MDF decorative panels that we bought from Home Depot. So my husband's just starting off with his pocket knife, and he's just going to go around and remove the caulk off of around the top trim, so that makes it easier to pry away from the wall. And to do that, he's just going to be using his pry bar and a hammer. I was hoping maybe you'd cross my path. I've been sinking lately, and it's hard to move. Think I'm stuck on you. Watch your aura pass me by, losing balance. What if we run out of time and second chances, empty-handed? I wonder, would you love me better if I could? So after he was done that, I went around with this little scraper thing, and I just went and removed all the caulk that was left over. Just so it makes it easier to paint later and to put the paneling down so it's nothing like bulging out and making it separate from the wall. And it also gives it a cleaner look too. After you finish everything, you don't have like pieces of caulk that was left from the old trim. So we went ahead and measured the front of the island, which was 97 3/4 inches. We decided that we were not going to bring this paneling all the way down to the floor, so we decided that we were going to put a trim there to kind of like break it up a little bit. And as you can see, he messed up the number at first, but he fixed himself. He really did. He did an amazing job. As you guys stay to the end of this video, you will see that it came out beautifully. Can we trust the stars about to let us know how to go? So he also saw this little trick on TikTok where you put painter's tape on the trim. That way when you go back over it with wood filler, you would only get it in the holes that you would need it, and then you would just pull off the painter's tape once it dried, and you won't really have to do too much sanding, which it really did work. So I'm learning as I go, and one of the things I want to be more confident in is using power tools. So he actually let me try out this nail gun, and I was so excited that I actually did it. He also went ahead and measured the side columns, which came out to be 5 inches, and he also measured from the bottom of the trim to the top of the counter, which was 31 7/8. I went around with this wood filler and basically just whatever just needed filling, I filled it. I was kind of like a foreman this whole time. Like I was in and out. I was in and out. Like I was trying to help, and I was trying to be a mom, and trying to help, and trying to be a mom. We really do work really well together. I swear I'm like his secretary. I'm like his second eyes. I read his mind before he even knows what he needs. Like I'm on it. Like that's how good we work together. Take me to the jungle. Teach me tiger law. Read to me a poem. Sing to you a song. Drunk in my devotion. Laid out on your chest. So right here, this is where you actually see him measure from the trim to the countertops, and the height was the 31 7/8. We ended up buying 6 panels for this project, and each panel gave us 3 cuts. You could call it a vision or a tether. All at once I can see it put back together. project, we decided that we were going to take our time, double measure, double check everything, just so that we didn't mess up, because we only bought 6 panels and that's all we planned on buying. We did not plan on buying any more of anything for this project. We just didn't want to spend the extra money that we didn't have to. So we just said that we were going to just take our time and not mess up, and it came out absolutely beautiful.
All at once in a dream, we are together. You could call it a vision or a tether. All at once I can see it, we're back together. You could call it a vision, you could call it a vision, you could call it a vision.
So our countertops actually have brackets holding it up. So we actually had to notch out just a little bit off the top of, I think, 3, maybe 4 panels, just to fit around each bracket.
When I saw you walking down that hill, head high and shoulders back, watching you was such a thrill. All that I could do was laugh. I couldn't hold it back, I couldn't hold it, I couldn't hold it back. We were running on that open shore, no saddle on his back. I never felt so free before. All that I could do was laugh. I couldn't hold it back, I couldn't hold it, I couldn't hold it back. I couldn't hold it back, I couldn't hold it, I couldn't hold it back. There I lay beneath the canopy, on the gilded forest path. When I next
He also ended up having to notch out the plug so that we can actually use the plug and it's not covered up by the panel, but I didn't get that in recording, so I'm so sorry about that.
hold it, I couldn't hold it back. I couldn't hold it back, how could I hold it, I couldn't hold it back.
So on this side of the island was a little bit trickier than the other side because the ends end up coming together perfectly. But on this side, the panel did not end up going all the way to the end, so we end up having to cut one of our panels to get it all the way to the end. Then later on, we went around with trim on each corner to cover up any imperfections that you may have seen. And here's where he puts up the trim on each corner.
Silver moon, dancing like a maniac.
So the way they built this wall, even with this trim right here at the end, you could still see a gap at the top. It's because it's wider and then it goes down smaller. So my husband ended up measuring it and cutting a little piece of the panel, extra panel that we had, to get it to look like it was seamless.
I couldn't hold it back, I couldn't hold it, I couldn't hold it back. I couldn't hold it back, I couldn't hold it, I couldn't hold it back.
he's going around making sure all the panelings are tightly against the wall and nailed in properly, I'm just going around and taking the wood filler and filling up all the holes.
Blue dude, blue moon, kinda mysterious, shaded with someone I'm not really into. Do you need to fix it? Talking bullshit. It's hard to see you when your eyes look dull. Who's gonna save you? Who's gonna make you not blue? Not blue. Blue dude, that blue, sort of witty and jaded, but let's not talk about you. Your coyote song on a rerun. Are you hound dog tired singing all night long? Who's gonna save you?
So right now I'm just trying to get this painter tape as close as possible to the bottom trim, so that way I can leave the bottom baseboard white. So we really did contemplate on bringing these paneling all the way down to the ground, but we did fear that later on water would get underneath and we would have to replace it. I really do love our decision to stop the paneling at the baseboard. I just feel like it breaks it up a little bit and it doesn't make it look like it's just one big box.
Blue dude, blue moon, been one or two since I ran into you. Do you need a picture? Well, I get old. It's hard to take one when your iPhone's full. Who's gonna save you? Who's gonna make you not blue? Not blue. Not blue.
And now we move on to painting. I am going around and priming the whole island first. I actually did 2 coats of primer on this island. I did not record the second coat just because of the sake of time, and I just don't feel like you guys really want to see me prime it twice.
In my head, you're on the outside, and later when I shine, the crystals inside of me. In my head. In my head.
not sure if I used the right primer doing this project. I just used whatever I had left over in my garage.
I just wanna dance here on my own. I just wanna make this world my own. I just wanna dance here on my own. I just wanna.
So now I go in with my color of choice, and this color is named Pure Earth, and it is by Bear, and it is a satin finish, and it is also a cabinet paint. So the man at Home Depot suggested that we use this cabinet paint here, just because of, I guess, where it's at, and I also asked him what would be easier to wipe off because I have kids, and this was a high traffic area for my toddler. Like, all you seen there was her little fingerprints. So I went in with this foam roller, and then I took my brush and kind of went through the cracks of this. I would say I would be lying if I didn't say this was a little tedious going into every crevice, but I feel like at the end it was really worth it. I really do love the way that this came out, and I'm so happy on the color choice we also chose. That was another big decision from us. So this is how the first coat is looking, and then the next day I went in with the second coat.
Am I just wasting time? Same do's and don'ts and I didn't mind. 매 반복되는 same old thing. Everything's just dull and mid. It's all monotonous anyway. 가리워진 그 꿈은 왜 깊은 잠에서 또 깨어나. 어제 날개 say goodbye. 어릴 때 넌 뭔가 다른 나를 바란 건 아닐까. Maybe find what we've been missing all this time. What if I change my mind? Going in circles, it's always the same.
So I took my time with this, and I went through each crack, making sure I didn't see any more of the primer underneath. The total coats that I did of the Pure Earth color was 3.
Going in circles, it's always the same. You know you gotta find. I'm made to sparkle. It's time to change my mind.
this far in the video, I would like to say thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to watch my video. And if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, it would be extremely appreciated if you guys would like, comment, and subscribe to my channel to see future content from me.
It is fate. 불안함 is my best friend, but I just can't be tamed. 새롭게 다시 난 태어나. 어젠 나에게 kiss goodbye. 나에게 넌 뭘까? 한계라면 어디가 끝일까? Maybe find what we've been missing all this time. What if I change my mind? Going in circles, it's always the same. You know you gotta find. I'm made to sparkle. I got to change my mind. Going in circles, it's always the same. You know you gotta find. I'm made to sparkle. I got to change my mind. Going in circles. Going in circles. It's time to change my mind.
And here's the finished island. I cannot be more happy on how this turned out. My husband did an amazing job cutting this and making sure everything fit perfectly, with the help of me, of course. Yeah. But if you haven't already, I would really love if you like, comment, and subscribe down below to see future content from me. And I will see you guys in the next one.
Go,